good evening, everybody. It's Thursday. It's June 16th, 4:52 p.m. here in Chicago. So, just a little bit of rambling on 2 or 3 topics, maybe just 2. So, I'm so sorry. Let's start with Bud's pound for pound list. Bud knows good and goddamn well his pound for pound list is trash. Bud knows his list is trash. And it's funny how he got everybody talking about it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, people have a right to talk about it, but Bud knows his list is trash, trust me. He knows Inoue could never in a million years be overspent. Like, he just wanted to ruffle some feathers even more than he already has. That's all that is. I thought it was funny. He's something else. But another thing, I was listening to Champside, some of his live from earlier, salute to Champside, and he played some parts of Shakur Stevenson's interview with Gilly the Kid. And, Shakur was naming who he likes to study in terms of, the greatest boxers that he learns from. And he talked about who he felt, were pound for pound. And he made an interesting statement. He said, he's not going to put it in there, his name, because he feels he's the best. I think he should feel he's the best. But I will say this. These Devin Haney's and Shakur Stevenson's and, Tank's, not so much Tank, but I guess I'm mainly talking about Shakur Stevenson. There's nothing wrong with, thinking you're the best, believing you're the best. But I just hope he knows that he's going to face much tougher opponents, than what he has faced already. And, there are different types of boxing fans, too. I'm the type of boxing fan who would see what he did to Valdez and be extremely impressed and definitely give him tons of accolades. But he got to keep in mind, there are a lot of boxing fans that would say Tank would have knocked his ass out in the 3rd round, maybe the 2nd. So it's good to think you're the best, but you have to keep in mind, the fact that there is much tougher competition out there, and keep in mind how people are going to react to how you defeated somebody. Because again, I think his defeat over Oscar Valdez was brilliant, but some people would say, why'd he go 12 rounds with him? Tank would have had him out of there in the 2nd round, 3rd round. But then people would attack the fact that maybe Valdez would have been up on the cards until he got stopped. So I'm not really making a point, but I'm just kind of saying, it's great that he sees himself as the best, and he should, but just know there's a lot of room for that to really get tested. As far as Tank versus Haney, I could see it going either way. I can see Haney getting caught, and I can see Tank possibly, because he's skilled too, losing on the cards. If I had to pick somebody who I would want to win, I would probably lean more towards Tank, only because Haney's always talking shit about Tank, and Tank doesn't really go at Haney that much, but Haney always got to say some shit about Tank. I mean, Tank's been firing back a little bit, but I think I would want Tank to win, but I don't want to see Haney get his clock cleaned. I don't want to see Haney on the ground, and if Tank catches him, that's where he's going. Shakur versus Haney, I might lean towards Shakur. That's a tough one. I might lean towards Shakur. I think Shakur would take more risks I think he would take more risks, and I could see him being successful with the risks that he takes. I see Haney being extremely defensive, which is, I like that too. Yeah, Haney versus Shakur, I would lean towards Shakur. Haney versus Tank, I honestly don't know. That could go either way. Tank versus Shakur. Now, to me, that's the toughest one. That's the toughest one. I think Shakur would fight more defensively, even more so than he does now versus Tank. I think he'd proceed with extreme caution. I don't think he would take too many risks. That's a tough one. Oh, I hate to say this, but I might have to pick Shakur over Tank. So I'd pick Shakur over Tank. I think I would lean towards Shakur over Haney. And Tank versus Haney again, I don't know. That's a tough one. So that's what I think of what goes on with that. But you can get that. You can get this opinion. Everybody's talking about those three and who wins. So I might not even post this because everybody done talked about it. But anyway, thank you for listening. Oh, today I was driving and just now, and I ran a red light. And I mean, that light was blood red when I ran it. But I was like, fuck that, I'm getting on this highway. And there was this big ass truck in front of me. I'm like, nope, I don't see shit. And so I ran the red light. I looked in my rearview mirror, like 2 cars behind me ran the light too. I ain't got no room to talk, but people are crazy. But anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. Have a good day.